And let's begin with big breaking news that's coming in. The diplomatic face-off between India and Canada escalating after India rubbished Canada's charge in a strongly worded statement. Sources telling us here on India Today that now India has also summoned the Canadian envoy. This comes after Canada had claimed that the Indian envoy, the Indian High Commissioner in Canada, was a person of interest in an investigation. India completely rubbished the charge and said once again that Canada has offered no evidence whatsoever. India, in a very, very strongly worded statement, also said that Trudeau is hostile to India for lying, and that Trudeau is currying favor with a certain vote bank and hence trying to target the Indian country non-stop, the Indian nation. Let's bring in Shashank Mattu for more details on this. Shashank, things quickly escalating after a strongly worded statement from India to Canada. Now we're hearing reportedly that we've also gone ahead and summoned the Canadian envoy.
No, absolutely. That's exactly what we're hearing from the Ministry of External Affairs, that the Canadian High Commissioner to India, Cameron Mackay, has been summoned for New Delhi to express displeasure about what the diplomatic communications it's received. Remember that what Canada is saying is that Indian diplomats, as well as India's High Commissioner to Canada, Sanjay Verma, is a person of interest in a Canadian investigation. Of course, they haven't clarified what exactly, but some of the talk conversation has been that this is on the Hardeep Singh Nijjar assassination case. This is a absolutely massive accusation to have made, and India has not taken that lightly. It has released what many people are saying is probably the most direct and the most aggressive statement that the Ministry of External Affairs has made, directly naming Justin Trudeau and his government, something that the Ministry of External Affairs very, very rarely does, to name a serving foreign leader and directly attack that government in its statement. It said that Justin Trudeau had nakedly interfered in India's politics, accusing his government of an anti-India bias, bringing up his 2018 visit when when members of his family had met with Khalistan sympathizers, convicted Khalistan sympathizers as well, and really bringing out this idea also that the Ministry of External Affairs in the end of that statement said that it reserves the right to respond to Canada after it has made these accusations and is investigating India's High Commissioner to Canada. So you can expect that there could be future retaliation by the Indian government for what you're seeing. So this could just be the opening salve on what the Ministry of External Affairs has planned.
And let's be very, very clear that this is India's response essentially to a provocation by Canada. So Canada first provoked, which is what's led to the sharp response and rebuttal from India. Canada, with not a shred of evidence, has now named the Indian High Commissioner, no less, as a person of interest in an investigation. They haven't shared details of which investigation. We are going to assume that it is the Nijjar case. But even in that case, for the last many months, since India has repeatedly been asking them for proof for the baseless allegations that Justin Trudeau has been levelling, there's not been a single shred of evidence that Canada has been able to share of any of the allegations that they've put forth, which is the issue here. And sources now telling us that India has taken strong offense, clearly in that statement too, but they're following it up now with a summon also being issued to the Canadian envoy. We're going to track this story very, very closely because it's clear that it's only going to snowball and escalate further from here. Thanks, Shashank, for joining us with all of those details.